for me, I think it's very important, especially for a young man, to understand that you are going to suffer privately.
We got Jay Waller in the building. Shout out to you, bro.
Stupid.
Oh, wait, hold on. I messed up. Don DeMarco. There you go. I'm learning the keyboard, guys. I'm learning the keyboard.
Mr.
And
Producer, too.
Mr. Producer on the best shows. I'm terrible, guys. Anyhow, we're here live, man. Shout out to Jay Waller in the building. What's good with you, bro? Last time we did a collab was on a Fresh Fit podcast. You killed it, of course, with your knowledge about real estate, business, and girls. But like, what's new with you, bro?
Man, you know what? I've been spending a lot of time out west this month. There's a couple of development deals that we're looking at in a little north of Las Vegas. So I've been there a few times, hanging out with Michael Sartain. I had to judge his bikini contest for him. Had to make that sacrifice.
How was that, bro?
You know,
were they playing white boy music?
Bro, you know, they don't play white boy music anywhere. Not a whole lot of white boy music, but definitely when you're in those situations, do you really care about the music?
Nah. You're in that environment, bro, so you don't care.
So it's all good. And then, you know, I've been really busy I'm looking at this deal in Georgia that I really, really like. It's 24 unit and then it has 4 extra acres that come with it in the opportunity zone. So been doing a lot of things with that, a lot of tax prep stuff. You know, the 15th of September is coming up. So, you know, so that stuff's going on. And then just hanging out with you guys when I'm back around. You know?
There you go.
That's it.
Hey, man, we got CEO gang in the building. Shout out to y'all, man. We got Jay Waller as well. So we're going to answer guys a Q&A here. So super chat in your questions for Jay Waller, for myself as well. We got y'all. But I want to talk today about like what it means to be a real man. Because to me personally, when I see Justin, I see a real man because he's been through the struggles, bro. Came from nothing to something now. And guess what? He's willing to share with you guys advice on how to make it. So that's important, guys. Very important. Like I said before, I think personally, when I see Justin Waller, I see a real man's man, a guy who's worked his way up and is about his business. So I guess the question for you, bro, is what does it mean to be a real man in the modern society today to you, bro? What does that mean to you, to be a real man?
I think what's most important in regards to being a man is finding a way to get in control of your situation. And that's not only externally, but internally. So being able to control yourself, to go to the gym, do the shit you know you're supposed to do. Because most people know what they're supposed to do in their gut, right?
Yeah.
Is can you control yourself in a way that allows you to actually do those things? And once you've controlled yourself, generally you get good outcomes. Then you have control over your life externally, whether that be with women, your ability to buy better clothes, a better apartment, buy Evo, like Fresh.
Hey, here we go. Yes, sir.
Buy the big chains, whatever it is. So now you have such control over yourself that you've created control in your external life.
Facts.
And so for me, being a man is being in control. And then there's one other thing when it comes to frame with women or employees or a business deal, or a meeting that gets heated, if you're in control of yourself, your outcome is going to be substantially better, because being that guy that is always in control is very, very respectable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Being the guy that's emotional and that can't control his own emotions and that shows certain things, it's hard to even follow that guy. So I think it makes you a better leader. I think it makes you a better person. And I think it gives you control of your life and your team and your girl and your whole, experience as a human.
You know what I hear, bro? Confidence, man.
Yeah.
Because Jay Waller, man, is a confident guy. I've not seen him sweat one time since I met him, bro. He's always on point, doing his thing. And look, it comes with time and effort and experience, but hey, man, I mean, I've never seen you a one moment whimper or even have an urge of weakness, bro. It's crazy.
Look, I think that in life you have a choice. I think you can suffer privately or you can suffer publicly. Mm-hmm. And kind of what I mean by that is I have had a lot of struggles. In fact, I think it's really important that I talk about them, because a lot of what guys see on the internet is
the end result.
Yeah, the end result.
They don't see the beginning part, bro.
And it looks like you were born rich, tall, in good shape, with good fashion, but that's absolutely not true. And there's never been. You ever watched a superhero movie where the guy starts off as Superman or Batman or whatever? It's always this progression to that.
The hero's journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so for me, I think it's very important, especially for a young man, to understand that you are going to suffer privately. I've wanted to have a YouTube channel for a very long time because I'm very passionate about the subject of development, personal development.
I can tell, bro.
However, I made a deal with myself that I would not do it until I had a liquid M sitting in a bank account somewhere. because I think there's a lot of, and actually, I just think that there's a lot of LARPing in the space in general. And I'm not accusing anybody. In fact, nobody in the circles that we run with, I feel that way about particularly.
Right.
But I think it's common, right? And so one thing that I think gave me a really, really good advantage when I first got started just 1 year ago is the fact that I felt like all you guys could respect me because you know that I had done real things in the real world. And for that reason, you accepted me faster.
Because, bro, you're not a YouTuber. You're a businessman first. And then you're a man of integrity and honor. So that right there, bro, like any questions that you had are like done because I see who you are as a person outside YouTube. So when you come give advice, okay, cool. He's certified because he's been through the races and paces in real life. So yeah, 100%. Frank Sinara, the Foxtrot Sierra podcast says 14 Canadian. DMs on Demand, badass course. Yes, guys, the course about DMs on Demand means, hey, you know what? You have an Instagram page. It's not the best. However, pictures, bio, also videos, how you source your content, how you put it up, guys, will determine how people respond to you. If they even respond to you, how girls react to you as well. So, guys, having a good Instagram page is very important. Like, it's A1. Even Justin here, like, let's say Justin wants to like DM somebody for business or even a dating option. If they see his page and his page is very well laid out. Actually, let's look at it right now. Your page is very well laid out, bro. His page is excellent, guys, by the way. That's my DMs. Don't want to see that part. But yeah, having a good Instagram page, guys, is very important. Very important. Not now. Let's see here. JWaller7, right? So imagine, right, when you DM a girl or somebody for business, and then Justin DMs somebody for business, what's gonna happen? I think they're gonna respond to Justin quite all right. So here's Justin's page right here. 120K followers, Justin Waller, entrepreneur, hard to catch and never home, business page as well. There you go. So we have him here in a suit on a private plane, I believe.
Yeah, that's probably.
Is that KFC?
It is KFC. Man, you know we gotta keep it real.
This guy, bro. Okay, we got KFC here. We got Andrew Tate and Justin here as well. And look, he's in suits, nice backdrops. Guys, I give you all advice right about Instagram, how to make a very good page. And I always say, have a great backdrop because the backdrop adds to the picture immensely. So this is a beautiful view, bro. Like, goddamn, where was this? Dubai, right?
That's the Palm in Dubai, yeah. And that's Tristan right there.
Wow. That's a great view, man. Yeah. Look, in shape in the gym.
Let them know the deal.
Okay. Ken
Mac.
There you go. The OG. So, look, guys, having a great page with friends that are of high influence, with good backdrops and good posture and good dress attire, you could win, guys. So, start with the bathroom selfies. Start with the random pictures of random shit like food and stuff like that. You're your personal brand. Make sure you showcase that at all times, okay? So go follow Justin as well on his page. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know who said this. I think it might have been Andrew. Mm-hmm. But they said that you should look at your Instagram as the business card of 2022.
Yes.
You know, it is literally what you're leading with when you're trying to get in touch with people. In fact, I see more and more that people want your Instagram more than your phone number because it tells so much about you.
Dude, I can tell about somebody so much just looking at their page. I don't need to have your like your phone number or whatever. If I see your page, okay, he's important. He's faking it. He's about it. She's faking it. She's not about it. She's a capper. She's a hoe. You can just tell.
Right. Absolutely.
Off rip.
Off the top.
So, first the BBC, $20. Bro, stop it, dog. Can you please break down the importance of good D game, taking notes? You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it.
Let's do it, man.
Justin, I have an opinion about D game, and it's very important because if you're a guy with a girl, right, you can't please her sexually. Yeah. She's gonna think about, okay, you know what else is out there? But if you satisfy her or even do extra, it's like, damn, why go anywhere else? So to me, it's like if I made a chick,
with shit.
Yeah, you could even cheat and get away with it.
Bro, absolutely. That's the number one reason they won't leave you.
So D game for me, this means I'm laying it down. Feel me? I'm going hard in the paint, but at the same time, I'm learning her body to give her what she wants. So some girls come from you fingering them. Some girls come from you like actually penetrating. Everyone's different. You got to figure out what turns her on, what gets her going. So that's just my opinion.
Yeah, so I'm a really big fan of going hard in the paint. Like leave it all on the field. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to win championships.
Yes, sir.
And in regards to what you're talking about, this is why being a person that can connect with other human beings is very important. This is why you need FaceTime with other humans, because the better that connection is, the more you're going to be able to communicate during sex. A lot of guys, especially maybe young guys, think that they're just going to go in and just beat it, which I support. However, in addition to that, if you have a connection with a woman, I think it's one of those things that will allow her to put her guard down and feel comfortable enough to orgasm.
Bam.
You need to understand.
It's more mental than anything else.
It's very mental. Of course, there's the angles. Of course, there's the G spot. Of course, there's, stimulation, that you can take advantage of in certain areas. But I believe that if you can get to her on an emotional level, and then you can communicate to what she wants and she can put her guard down, you're actually more likely to let her be in a position where she can actually orgasm, which I think is very, very important.
It's funny because it's mental, because when you meet a girl for the first time, she's trying to see who you are as a person, right? Once you get into her head mentally, in the mental space, she can even get wet before you even touch her.
Absolutely.
Because she's into you, she's reading your energy. It's a good vibe, so to speak, and you actually be congruent to who you kind of portray yourself to be, and that right there, guys, goes a long way. So
I believe you can get a girl halfway to coming before you even touch her. You can have her there in the restaurant. Because you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Because it is about that connection and where that energy is. There's when they talk about synergy between humans, it's real. You ever had sex with a woman, and while you're kissing her and you're getting ready to have sex, it almost feels like you're like in her body in a way, like you're
it's like together. It's a soul tie.
It's almost it's almost like you get dizzy a little bit.
Yeah.
Bro, if you can get to there, dude, checkmate all day.
Listen, man, digging is important, guys, but having her mind as well is very important too. So it goes a long way. Very good advice there. Dating a coworker, yes or no? She pursuing hard, by the way. What's your take on that?
I think it depends what position you are in the company. If you're in management, I wouldn't do it. What I would say about that is if you're in a situation where you think you could lose your job in any way or have any kind of issue with it, be in enough abundance that you don't have to shop at work.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I have this wonderful, wonderful superpower that I won't take credit for from a willpower perspective. But the second I sign your check, you are no longer looked at in a sexual, my brain works that way. And I think the reason it works that way is because I'm abundant everywhere else. Because I've definitely had women that work for me that I would otherwise.
Right.
But the second that I sign their check, it's over. And so just make sure you're in abundance of choice, man, and you don't have to put yourself in a bad spot. If you don't think it'll put you in a bad spot, do it. But I would say make sure that you take care of your business in a way that you never put your career on the line over it. So
my thing is, guys, is most guys don't understand their value at the company, and they risk it because to them it's getting, pussy is more important than your job. And if that girl ever says hey, he hurt me or he abused me, you could lose your job, guys. And is it worth the risk? Probably not. So either you need a player game, but even then, bro, she might get mad at you for talking to other girls and then tell HR some lies about you. I would just say, guys, find girls outside of your workplace, man. You never know. I mean, it's tough, guys. That scenario, guys, you never know what can happen. So it's risky, very risky. Justin, what's your diet and workout schedule like? And how long do you stay consistent with it before you start seeing results?
Yeah, so I started working out when I was pretty young. I would say 14, 15 years old. I was actually that kid that would wear shirts to pool parties. I won't say that I was fat, but I had the love handles and shit like that.
I got it right now, brother. I'm working on it, but I got it right now.
So I started doing push-ups at a pretty early age. In regards to what I do now, I generally fast. I've not eaten today. I won't eat until after the show tonight. I think there's pros and cons to that. As far as my lifting, I played college football, so a lot of squatting. I'll do deadlifts, weighted pull-ups. I do have a really fucked shoulder. So, ideally, I've had 4 shoulder surgeries. I've had to work.
From what?
I tore my labrum in college. I have a total shoulder replacement. I got a scar from here to here.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't have range of motion like back and shit like that with this one. So ideally, I would do dumbbell, bench, incline. I believe in this thing called pinpoint muscle groups. And so to me, I believe when you walk in a room, there's certain things that people see, because if you're inside or outside, there's one common denominator, and that's overhead light. So I'm a big believer in working your upper chest and making sure your neck is strong. That way, when you turn, you have that muscle. You know what I'm saying? Because it's an indicator to females of strength, right? So it's good genetics, right? The inside part of your tricep under here, I pay a lot of attention to. My bottom 2 abs are the only things I focus on, because you're never going to see a person that says, hey, I've got the bottom 2 abs in this V taper, but I can't get the top 2.
Right.
A fucking grandma would have the top 2 if she just sucks in. It's your ribs, right? So I focus on
the stubborn fat down there.
Right. And another thing about abs is I treat abs like you would treat any other muscle, because I believe that all a 6-pack is let's say you have a layer of fat, right? And then you have this muscle that's not. You ever seen a super skinny guy? Sometimes you see a super skinny guy and he doesn't have a 6-pack. You ever seen that, right? Yeah. So what happens is, and the way you can keep a 6-pack with more body fat is if you treat your abs, your bottom 2, like a muscle, they'll grow. And as the fat's coming down, it'll poke through the skin. The overhead light hits it. There's a shadow 6-pack.
So you should do abs then.
Yeah, I treat abs like a muscle. I'm trying to get a pump in my abs, just like you would your bicep. But I only focus on the bottom 2.
Yo, I just hate the ab burnout when you do ab exercises and then it burns, bro. Like it stings. That shit hurts.
But see, that's what
sharp pain.
I think people fuck that up about abs. I treat abs almost like you would treat bench press. I warm them up to trigger the bottom 2, so I have that muscle mind connection to them, and then I put heavy weight on them. Like I'll lay on a decline and put a 45 on my chest and do reps.
Damn.
And treat that muscle. And another thing too is I stick my chin back because I'm trying to isolate those bottom 2.
Okay.
I'm never trying to hit the upper 2 abs. I'm always trying to hit the 2 bottom ones. I'm never trying to hit my whole chest. I'm trying to hit this right here, because that's what the light is going to hit. When you're wearing a button-up shirt, that's what's going to create that line, that you see on a guy. I'm not trying to hit this part of my tricep. I'm trying to hit this part underneath, because that's what creates the horseshoe. So paying attention to what I personally call pinpoint muscle groups, the ones that really, really make a difference
for looks.
Yes, for looks and for how you're looking to create shadows. So if you only focus, you're never gonna get the bottom 2 abs or the inside of a horseshoe and not get the outside. It's not gonna happen. Like when you're doing bicep curls, I always twist my pinky in so to get the peak. Because what you want is the gap between here and then your front delt, right? So it's those little subtleties that I really pay attention to in the gym. So I hope that answers the question, man.
Wow, there you have it.